So my favorite book is my complete works of William Shakespeare that belong to my grandmother. This book's important to me because, first off, it was published in 1911, so over 100 years ago, and my grandma actually owned it when she was living in Buenos Aires, Argentina. She immigrated here when my mother was 10, and she worked as a teacher for a year before my mother and her siblings could move in, and she was an English teacher. So all of the notes in the book are written in Spanish, which I think is pretty beautiful because Spanish is one of those languages where words are not easily translatable, and Spanish poetry is supposed to be one of the hardest things to read. So it's really interesting looking through Shakespeare, one of the greatest poets that ever lived, and seeing my grandmother's writing and trying to see her work through how she would translate this into Spanish poetry. And I used this book throughout my theater studies at college. I also used it when I was learning monologues for acting classes. So there's all of this marking in pencil that was my grandmother's, and then blue pen that's mine. So this book is pretty special, and it's fallen apart.